Hey guys, it's time for another What Ate Today while breastfeeding. So fun. I guess I will have a video on breastfeeding and whatnot relatively soon, so stay tuned for that. Again, the whole channel is not going to be about baby stuff and breastfeeding, but I know some of you wanted to hear about that, so yeah, I will have a video on that at some point. But for now, we are talking about food. So first, I guess I'll mention exercise. I was exercising every day until like yesterday, day before yesterday, and then I realized I need to take a break for a while. I need to focus on getting sleep first and then kind of get back into a routine. Yeah, I need to catch up on sleep. So, and of course I didn't nap today. It's like, God damn it. I didn't work out and I didn't nap. Perfect. Yeah, but if I can get like an hour and a half nap in every day, it helps so much. And it's just hard to do that when I'm also like exercising and whatnot. So gonna take a break on that for just a little bit and try to catch up and then start again. Okay, so food. First I had coffee, of course, like I always do with my soy milk. I don't know if I mentioned I'm using the unsweetened soy milk now, which is awesome. Trying to cut back on my sugar intake. So that's great. And Splenda, of course, lots of Splenda in the coffee. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned the coffee I use now. I mentioned using shade-grown coffee before, which I really like for environmental reasons. It's pretty awesome. And I also liked the taste a lot of the brand that I was using. It was called like Audubon or something like that. Unfortunately, I just ran out and I was just running out maybe a couple weeks ago, and I went to reorder more on Amazon, and they don't sell it anymore, and I can't find it anywhere. It's just like, I think they just don't make it anymore. Again, like it's honestly like one of the best just drinking, my cat's insane. Honestly, just one of the best like tasting coffees that I've had. It's very mild and just really, really tasty. But I did fortunately find another shade grown brand on Amazon, and it is almost just as good. It's got a tiny bit of an aftertaste that I really don't even notice now. That's kind of slightly bitter, so it's not quite as good as the other one, but it's almost as good. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put the name in the down here and in the description, but yeah, so that's what I'm using for coffee. Next, breakfast, a huge breakfast, so good. Breakfast for breakfast is so much fun. I just don't normally do that, and it's really nice. Yeah, so this is very similar to the last one, but with a couple little additions. So I had the scrambled tofu again. Again, I think it's just garlic and salt and pepper. I think that's it. I don't make it, so I don't know. And some toast and butter, the Miyoko's cultured vegan butter, which they have just changed the packaging. We just saw it in Whole Foods. I like the original packaging. It's very pretty and very subtle, but I feel like in terms of from a marketing standpoint, it's probably not the best. It's kind of hard to see. They've improved it. It's this like bright yellow packaging, and I think it's a lot more eye-catching. So yeah, happy to see that. So yeah, that's on there. And then there's also some jam, some of this kind of, it's like a cherry pie jam, essentially. It's a bunch of different berries. It's a Simple Truth brand, but it really like tastes like cherry pie. It's pretty delicious. And then some of the Light Life bacon is there too, and some orange juice. And then also the other little addition is that those little sausage links, those are field roast, apple maple sausage, something like that, and they're really, really tasty. I never was a sausage fan really at all, but these are like really, really delicious. They're really delicious dipped in maple syrup, but oh my god, there's so many calories in this breakfast. It's ridiculous. Next, had some spaghetti and meatballs, so just whole wheat noodles and just a nice sauce that my partner made. I don't know, it's really good. Tomato-y thing with, I think he even put some like bell peppers in there, like some frozen bell peppers that he cooked and sauteed, and I don't know, it was really, really delicious. Tasted really like fresh. And then the meatballs are the Gardein brand of meatballs. They're not my favorite vegan like pre-made meatball. I really honestly, no one else likes them, but I like the I think it's the Whole Foods, the 365 brand. They're like really gummy and like glutinous. And I think most people would be like, oh god, these are not good. But there's something about that texture that I really like. So I don't know. These I would guess more people would like. They've got kind of a, I don't want to say grittiness because that sounds terrible, but more texture definitely. I think more people would like that than I do. But they're definitely edible. I mean, I like them. They're just not my favorite. They're certainly not my favorite Gardein thing. Next, I had, as you can tell, this is not the healthiest day of eating. I do have some vegetables later on, but it's not the best. Yeah, so next I had some grilled cheese and tomato soup. The grilled cheese is the Daiya cheese slices, the cheddar cheese slices. As I mentioned in the palm oil video, Daiya is now pretty much not using palm anymore. Their slices don't have palm as a major ingredient anymore, which is just awesome. So I can buy those now, which is great. They were on sale, which is really why we bought them. And the same with Gardein as well. Kroger was having their buy 4, save 4, is that what it is? Yeah, buy 4, save $4 or whatever. So $1 off of each one. And they had that, and it was already on sale, so I think it was like $2.99 a package or something when it's usually 4 something. So yeah, it's pretty great. And yeah, so the same with the cheese that was on sale. And we also used some butter on the outside of the bread, which gets it just... it's so good. It makes it, again, the meal goes better. It works so much better than olive oil. And then later I had a banana, just a regular old banana. And then I had some of that curry, which I mentioned, I think, in the last one, just with the noodles and the chickpeas. I think I actually used baked tofu for this one. No, I did use chickpeas again. The chickpeas and noodles and, you know, cooked in some olive oil with some vegetables, just frozen broccoli and cauliflower that I microwave for a couple minutes and then, you know, mix it in. And actually I saute that in the oil first with just some garlic powder and onion powder. It's just way quicker than having to chop up garlic and onion. And then put in the chickpeas and just let that cook for just a few minutes, really. Just let the vegetables start to brown and just to get, you know, kind of soft. And then add in a little bit of coconut milk and some curry powder and some pepper and mix that up and then put in the noodles and just let the noodles heat up, and then that's it. It's like the easiest thing ever and it's super delicious. I love curry powder. I use the Spice Islands brand that you can get at Kroger. It's just a really nice, mild, just a really, really tasty curry powder that's not too crazy expensive. Pinzi Spice also has some really great different curries, tons of them if you have a Pinzi Spice in your area. A little bit more expensive, but they've got some tasty, tasty curry powders. And that's it. That's what I ate for, it's not really today, but for that day. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, I guess in terms of calories, again, it was probably 2,200, something like that. That's pretty much where I'm eating right now. That keeps me from being just ravenous all the time. If I get any less than that, it's just I can't. I'm just way too hungry. Yeah, you burn about like 500 calories a day, 400 to 500 calories breastfeeding. So yeah, you're gonna end up hungry if you don't eat enough. Yeah, and it may affect your supply as well. So it's really important to eat enough and to get enough water also. So yeah, it's nice to have an appetite again, I will say that, but man, I wish I wasn't so hungry all the time. It's one extreme to another. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions or would like to share what you ate today, you can leave those down below. And if you want to subscribe, of course, subscribe. And I will have a new video very, very soon.